Hello YouTube. Today we are doing a video on a SCAT Pack 392 SHAKER versus a 392 SRT. They are both challengers. This one comes in the yellow jacket, yellow, and this one comes in pitch black. And both very good looking colors, and they're practically the same car, but there are some differences that I'm going to point out to you guys. So to start, obviously this black one here has a SHAKER, and this is the 392 RT SCAT Pack SHAKER, and it looks extremely good, and I really do like the look of a SHAKER. I've always been a big fan of it. Now a lot of people do ask, does it shake much? And I've mentioned in previous videos that it does not shake nearly as much as old cars did. It does move, definitely, it's just not nearly as much as they used to shake, right? But it does say 392 Hemi on there, and on the side here we have the Rumblebee, and those are the RT SCAT Pack rims. And we can come back here and just do a little quick walk around the back. So let's start pointing out some differences. So the first thing would be, just like on most of that, on the Chargers and Challengers, it's the same difference. So this is a 4-pin Brembo brake here. It's colored black on that one. And over here on the SRT, we have the SRT rim and the 6-pin Brembos. Well, here, another thing is on the side here, we have 392 Hemi. On the front here, we do have the SRT hood. The same would be on a Hellcat, except you would have the two circular air intakes there on the side as well to cool the engine. On the front here, you'll see that it says SRT, and on the front of this SCAT Pack, it says RT. Now, as far as sides go, see, those are the different rims, and I can kind of show them there side by side so you can see kind of the difference of them from a side perspective. Both extremely good looking cars. Another thing that's different is obviously you have the fuel cap here. The fuel cap is blacked out on the RT SCAT Packs. Over here, it's chrome on the SRT. I'll do a quick walk around the back. Another thing that is different on the SRT is it actually says SRT there on the spoiler. The spoiler is the exact same shape and everything. The difference is that it's body colored matching, and that it says SRT. On the SCAT Pack, it doesn't say anything, and the spoiler is always black. Here's a little quick walk around. Now the back brakes are the exact same. They're both the same Brembo brakes on the back tires, or on the back wheels, I should say. All right, now let's go inside and I will point out some differences from the interior. So open up the door here. So now we are inside the SCAT Pack SHAKER, and as you can see, these are the gauges. So that's how they look in this vehicle. The steering wheel says Dodge, and the other one it's SRT, and there's a flat bottom on the bottom here in the SRT as well. This is a perfect circle, as you can see. Another thing is this button here is black. In SRT it's red. I will point that out. Here it says Sport, and in the SRT it says SRT there. They both are 6-speed manuals. You get the same console here with the exact same. Now these are suede seats. Now they do have the leather on the outside, and you can actually get the suede seats, the same suede in the SRT, just that it would say, instead of the Rumblebee, it would say SRT on the seat. So this is a quick look around here. It says SHAKER on the air vent there, and the back seats also suede. Like I said, this is how a back seat of a suede SRT would look. The black suede, exact same. The only difference is is the Rumblebee there. And obviously you get differences when it comes to some of the packages as well. So you would have obviously different menus as far as to pick from. So I'm just going to show you quickly some of the menus. And here you would go to, so obviously the engine needs to be on, but there it says prefer control, right? And then performance pages you have here. Wait for that to load. Loading Dodge performance page, right? So now wait for it. Hopefully this works with the car on idle. Yes, it does. So here you go. You have all of your options here and everything. You can control your engine, see the torque, how much horsepower you're having, rate, live and everything, right? Your timers and everything. This is pretty much the same on an SRT, right? It's where you get to control your options for how much power you want and things like that. That's where it gets different in the SRT, which I will show to you right after this. So now we are in the SRT, and you can tell that the gauges are different. You have the SRT gauges here. They would be the same in the Hellcat, but they would be red. So see how it's red there? It would be red all the way along. Same with the kilometers gauge there. And SRT on the steering wheel, like I mentioned, and flat bottom as well. I like the look of this steering wheel a little bit better. And red button, as I mentioned before, and SRT it says there as well. So as far as the console goes, it's the same, except it has these like carbon fiber honeycomb kind of look on here, which I don't know, it's tough for me to say which one looks better. The other one was kind of like a woodish grain, it looked like, or like a stainless steel look, and they're both pretty good looking. I don't know which one I would go with. I could live with either one. I don't have a preference as far as that goes. But as far as the rest of the interior goes, this is all leather seats, right? And it says SRT there. It would be the same on a Hellcat, just it would have the Hellcat on the end of the SRT there. This one has the red seat belts, which is also an option that you can get in the SRTs. As you can see, the back seats are fully leather as well. And then here on the vent, it says SRT. And let me put this in contact so you can see these performance pages that I was speaking to you about. So let me go there. Give it a second. Again, the ignition needs to be on, unfortunately, but you would get different drive modes. See how it says drive modes there? You get more options on that part. And so see, it says SRT performance pages as opposed to Dodge performance pages. So now we will see if there's a difference here in the SRT, and there isn't. As you can see, majority of it is the same. You hit engine, you get the same pages, timers. You get all the same, right? So you definitely have very similarities here. Now, is it worth the $7,000 difference? That's a pretty big opinion. I don't know if it's really worth the $7,000 difference. These two are a little bit closer priced because they have very similar options, and that SCAT pack is loaded up pretty much the same with options as this one. So they do come very similar. They both don't have sunroofs though in this one. So like I said, very similarly packaged, and they are both manual, six-speed manual. And I believe that's about it. Now, if I were to say which one should you choose to pick, I would go with the SRT. Now, simply because I do just like the interior look better. I don't know about exterior, if I could say that. I do like the rims definitely, and the Brembo brakes look way nicer, I think, in the SRT. I think that's a huge selling feature to me as well. You do get the suspension, the better suspension as well, and all of the performance pages, the SRT performance pages, which are a huge sell to me. Obviously, there are now tuners, I believe, you can purchase online. I think it's called the Taser or Tazer. They sell for SCAT packs to give the same performance pages, and it'll say like SRT when you start the engine here. Those are some of the options as well that you can do. See, as it says SRT to shut down, that's what it would actually say if you got that tuner that would switch that and give you the SRT performance pages. So there's definitely fairly similar controls in this. However, still the SRT comes with a little bit more performance wise. Obviously it is supposed to be the bigger performance car. It is the second highest model that you can get right now. It'll be the third highest once when the Demons are out on the market. And I believe that if I had to choose, I would go with an SRT. I don't believe it's worth the $7,000 difference. For if we're looking at money perspective, then definitely go with the black SCAT pack there, or a SCAT pack in general I would go with then. As long as it has that 392 engine in it. I really like this engine. It's probably my favorite engine that we sell here at Unique Chrysler. And that's it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. My contact information is down in the description. Thanks for watching today, guys.